How's it going, everyone? Tonight I am going to be bringing you the 5th part in my review series for Mayans M.C. Season 1 review, because this is episode 5 that aired tonight. I have reviewed all of this season so far, and I will continue to review the whole season as a whole, and it's already been picked up for Season 2, so I'll be reviewing that also when it starts airing again. But first, let's get through Season 1. And if you don't already know, this show stars J.D. Pardo as Easy, or Ezekiel Reyes. He's the main character. There's so many characters in this show. It would take me forever to name off all of them, all the actors and actresses. So, I just say him, but this show is filled with phenomenal actors and actresses. If you don't know, this is a spinoff of Sons of Anarchy. Is it as good as Sons of Anarchy? No. I'm not going to talk about that in this review, because I feel like I talk about that in every review, but, it's its own show, so I need to stop comparing it to that, but at the same time, it's in the universe, so I don't know how much you can compare it or not, but if you do, let me know down in the comments. This episode, the basic synopsis for this episode was, the club tries to figure out who is working with the rebels, or figure out the traitor inside the club who is working with the rebels, and, Angel and Easy are called in some complicated situations, when they start working for their new partner. That's really all you need to know for this episode. Of course, a lot more goes on, but I try to keep it as spoiler-free, which is really hard in this type of show. I don't think y'all realize how hard it is, but it's really hard to not spoil this show for you guys. But I did anyways. So, this episode, I feel like, they kind of continued on with their big plot points, but at the same time, they finally, I think they finally found their groove in how they can balance out the story and the character development, because that's what this show has been lacking. One episode will be nothing but story, the next will be a little story and a lot of character development, then the next will be back to story, and then the next will be the same as a little story and a lot of character development. This one has a little bit of both, and it's really well done and evened out. That has been my biggest complaint with this show so far. Just because of that. Because you have to have the characters in this show. And without them, you don't. And, of course, the Minds, it's just, I don't know, their club isn't as interesting as the Suns. They are in their own way, but at the same time, it's very different, which is good, but it's also a little weird, and it's a little weird to watch, because you're so used to seeing Chibs and Jax, and the way they communicate, and Bobby, and Happy, and, Tiggs, so, it's the chemistry between those guys, and I don't know, for some reason, in this show, the characters in this, they aren't as lighthearted, and they don't have as much, witty banter, and, comebacks, and smart comments. They're kind of more serious, and I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, it's a little mixture of both. I like it as the sense that it's different, but at the same time, it makes the characters seem a little, too serious. They have to have fun. They have to goof around. It's a club. Yeah, you're there and you're outlaws, but at the same time, you can have fun being an outlaw. And I don't know, this show, maybe it's because they just jumped right into the storytelling. I feel like that's the one thing that's left that's not happening. Yeah, they goof around here and there, but I don't know, it's just, it's not, they haven't done enough where it can actually show you what kind of personality, that character has. We do get to see more of Angel and Easy's relationship in this one, how they are as brothers, and how they, act as brothers. Because some brothers hate each other, some brothers love each other, they respect each other, and, one is kind of all about him, and the other one is, kind and has a heart and stuff like that. So it's the challenges that comes with being both of those, as in, dire situations that they get themselves into, that really show how they react to each other and show their relationship. Um, you know, the father, I really enjoyed. I can't remember his name right now, but I really enjoyed where they took his character, because they've been hinting that he did something back in the day, and they finally told us what he did, which is completely wrong from what I thought he did, and I really like that. I feel like there's about to be a lot more with the father, and him being his true self, and not just this person that he's pretended to be for all these years, domestic life. So that seems really interesting, and another story, plot that they're going to go down, but a story plot that is worth going down this early, because it will help develop out his character and flesh him out. As for, Abuelita and all them, you get to see more about how they operate, and how they deal with situations, which is really nice, because you're supposed to be rooting for them, and you kind of do, but you haven't really seen how they operate. So today was a nice way of showing us how they operate. And then with Galindo and his wife Emily, yeah, I like the chemistry between Emily and Easy, but at the same time, I feel like that is the weakest part of the show. With Emily in it, it'd be one thing for Easy and Galindo to be going at it with each other purely by hate, but they have this girl between them. And I don't know, I feel like it's the weakest part of this show. Like, her character brings down the show and kind of brings it to a halt. Hopefully that changes throughout the show, but right now that's where it's been at for the past 5 episodes, and it has not changed. Yeah, I like her a little bit more than from the beginning, but at the same time, I feel like she just brings down the character. Yes, she might keep Easy, stable a little bit and actually thinking clearly, but is that really all her character is good for? I mean, shit, Tara, kind of was that, but she was so much more. So if they're trying to make Emily's character a terror for Easy, they got a long way to go, and I don't know if they're going to be able to pull it off. And yeah, so, this episode, it's definitely one of the better episodes. They've had 5. 3 out of the 5 I have really liked. Really, really liked. This is one of them. Do I think there's some issues with it? Yes, but, it might be, all my issues could be fixed towards the end of the show, so who knows, this season. One more thing is, it looks like Chucky is going to be reappearing more frequently. So I'm happy about that. But I still want them to say why he left the Sons. Why isn't he working with them anymore? Is it just a way to have him and not have the Sons? If that's the case, why haven't you brought the Sons in? I want to see Tiggs, Happy, and Chibs. Just bring them in. Maybe they want Chucky back. Who knows? But I want them to answer that, but I feel like they're not, just because it's just the sole reason to have him reappear in this show. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys agree with me, maybe you don't, but, this show has really great acting, really good storytelling. The biggest problem with me is, they sometimes focus more on the story and not the character development. That hasn't changed. Emily's character, I feel like either they are really bad with her writing, don't know what she wants to be yet, or, they have an idea of what they want her to be, but they just haven't got there yet. So, I don't really know, but I'm definitely going to keep watching to see where it goes. I do enjoy the show. I like the landscape. I like the cinematography, everything like that. I'm going to give this episode a 4.8 just because of Emily's character. I feel like they did more with her character in this episode, but at the same time, like, it looked like she was going to be taking a step forward, and then, like, at the end, if you're like me, you're like, okay, she's taking a step back. And I don't know, I didn't really get that whole end scene with her, so if you did, let me know down in the comments. If you agree with me, let me know. Let's talk about it. I love talking to you guys in the comments. But yeah, 4.8 is for episode 5. That's what I'm going to rate it. So yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of the show. Do you like it? Do you not? Do you think it's as good as Sons? Do you think it's better? Do you think it's not? There's so much to talk about with the show. How do you think it's going to end? Let's just talk spoilers down there. Stuff like that. Also, check out my other review series for HBO's original show, The Deuce. It's in season 2 right now, and that's the season I'm reviewing. This Sunday will be episode 5 of that show, too, so be on the lookout for that. Also, Walking Dead starts back up next Sunday, so I'll be reviewing that the same day as The Deuce. I might also do a podcast talking about Walking Dead, getting ready for the new season, how they're going to end it, how, take it with Andrew Lincoln leaving, stuff like that. Also, I just finished recording my 4K Blu-ray collection update, so be on the lookout for that later on this week. I did give away 2 digital copies for 4 movies, because one is a trilogy of a movie series, so you could basically get 4 movies all at once just by watching my videos. So, yeah, go check that one out when it is uploaded. And yeah, in the description I have links to my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages. You can click on over there and follow me to get updates on my personal life, things I'm thinking about doing for the channel, ideas that I have for future videos, stuff like that. Also, you can message me over there on Instagram and Facebook, and I will carry on a conversation with you, because I want to get to know my fan base, and, if you have improvements for me, let me know either in the comments or over there and through messaging. But yeah, guys, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, because it really does help me out. Also, share it with all your friends, family, everyone that you know, and any people that you don't know. And hit that subscribe button for more awesome content like this. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.